Commander Alara stepped out of her small spacecraft and looked around. The alien world stretched before her, with strange glowing plants and towering buildings that seemed to touch the sky. She could hear soft hums and whispers in the distance, sounds that were not from Earth. Her heart beat fast, but she kept her calm. She had trained for this moment for years. The aliens were the first to notice her. At first, they just stared with large, shining eyes. Then laughter echoed through the city streets. A cold and mocking sound. "Look at Earth's little explorer," one of them said. "She thinks she can bring her primitive machine here." Alara felt a flicker of anger, but she did not respond. She knew showing fear would make things worse. She looked at her spacecraft, small and worn, and knew the aliens saw it as weak. But inside it held all her hopes and tools, everything humans had learned for this first mission. The aliens were tall, with thin limbs and glowing skin, moving gracefully, but with a sharp curiosity that made Alara uneasy. They had never met a human before, and they did not understand what humans could do. Alara took her first steps into the alien city. Every step made a soft crunch on the glowing stones beneath her feet. The streets were wide, with towers rising on every side. She saw vehicles flying silently above, carrying aliens who looked at her like she was a strange insect. Some children peeked from corners, curious but cautious. She tried to stay unnoticed, but the mocking continued. One alien spoke loudly. "Why has Earth sent a tiny creature with such small machines?" Alara kept walking, her eyes scanning for anything useful. She noticed a tower in the center of the city, taller than all the others. With strange lights blinking along its edges, it felt different, almost alive, and something about it called to her. Her instincts told her to investigate. She moved carefully, keeping to shadows and narrow alleys. The aliens continued to watch, whispering among themselves. Alara could feel their eyes everywhere, but she was determined. She wanted to see what humans could really do. Even if the aliens laughed at her, as she approached the tower, she noticed a door half hidden behind glowing plants. It looked old but important. Alara paused, listening. She could hear faint mechanical sounds inside, like something moving. She knew it might be dangerous, but curiosity pushed her forward. Suddenly, a shadow passed across the doorway. Alara froze, her heart racing. The shadow stopped, and she saw a tall figure watching her. It did not speak, but its eyes seemed to steady her. She felt a shiver, but also a strange sense of opportunity. This might be the first secret humans could uncover on this world. Alara took a deep breath and stepped forward. The door creaked open slowly, revealing darkness inside. She could see strange shapes moving within, machines that she could not yet understand. Her mind raced with possibilities. What if humans could do more than the aliens imagined? What if her small steps here could change everything for Earth? A sudden noise behind her made her spin around. Aliens were gathering, their laughter replaced with curiosity. Alara knew she had to be careful. The first explorer of Earth was not just here to survive. She was here to show what humans could really do. She stepped into the tower, the door closing behind her with a soft hum. The city outside seemed to hold its breath. Alara's adventure had only just begun. Alara's feet barely made a sound as she moved deeper into the alien tower. The walls glowed faintly with strange symbols that seemed to shift as she looked at them. Her mind raced, trying to understand the technology before her. Everything felt alive, as if the tower itself was watching her every move. She reached a large room filled with glowing machines and moving parts. They hummed and clicked in ways humans had never built. Alara's eyes widened with both fear and excitement. This was the secret the aliens had been hiding, something far beyond anything Earth had seen. She stepped closer to examine a machine that seemed to float without support. It pulsed with light, as if it had a heartbeat. Alara reached out to touch it, curious if humans could learn from it. Suddenly, a loud alarm echoed through the tower. Red lights flashed across the walls, and the humming machines grew louder. Alara froze, realizing she had triggered something. From the shadows, tall alien guards appeared, moving swiftly and silently. Their eyes glowed as they studied her. They did not speak, but their presence was threatening. Alara had no choice but to act quickly. She scanned the room and spotted a narrow passage at the side. It was small, but it looked like it could lead to another part of the tower. She ran, keeping low, her heart pounding in her chest. The guards followed, their steps almost soundless, but she could feel them closing in. The passage opened into a larger chamber, darker than the rest. Strange machines filled the space, some moving like mechanical creatures. Elara knew she had to be careful. One wrong move could trap her forever. She noticed a faint crack in the wall that led to another room. Her instincts told her it might be her only chance. As she squeezed through the crack, she glimpsed a glowing orb floating in the center. It seemed to react to her presence, pulsing brighter as she approached. Elara felt a mix of fear and awe. She realized this orb might hold the key to understanding the aliens' power. If she could unlock it, humans might gain knowledge the aliens never expected. Suddenly, a guard blocked the far end of the chamber. Elara held her breath, looking for anything she could use. She saw a small lever near the orb, connected to a machine. Quickly, she pulled it, and a hidden door opened behind her. The guard lunged forward, but she slipped through just in time. The next room was quieter, almost peaceful compared to the chaos she had left. She could see mechanical devices stacked carefully along the walls. Elara realized the aliens had secrets here they never wanted anyone to find. She also noticed faint footprints, smaller than hers. Someone had been here recently, and they might be an ally. Her curiosity grew stronger. Despite the danger, she knew the tower held more than machines. It held knowledge that could change everything for Earth. The aliens had mocked humans, thinking they were weak, but Elara felt the first. The spark of hope that humans could prove themselves. She moved cautiously toward a glowing doorway at the end of the room. A faint voice whispered from the shadows, "You should not be here." Human Elara froze, but her courage did not fail. She stepped forward and replied, "I am here to learn, not to fight." The shadow shifted, and she saw a figure step into the light. It was an alien, but not like the others. Friendly, curious, and possibly willing to help. Elara's adventure was far from over. The hidden dangers were only the beginning, but for the first time, she felt a chance to show the aliens what humans could really do. Elara's eyes widened as the shadow stepped fully into the light. It was a tall alien woman, her skin glowing softly with a silver-blue hue. Her eyes were sharp but kind, and she watched Elara with curiosity, not anger. Elara took a cautious step forward, unsure if this alien was friend or foe. "I could stop you," the alien said softly, her voice like a melody, "but I will not." Elara blinked, surprised. "Why?" she asked, keeping her voice calm. The alien smiled faintly. "Because you are not like the others. Human, you are brave, and you are clever." Elara felt a spark of hope. She had been alone for so long, and now someone here might help her. "My name is Lyra," the alien said, stepping closer, "and I know why you are here." Elara nodded. "I want to see what humans can do, to show that Earth is not weak." Lyra's eyes glimmered. "Then you may have a chance, but it will not be easy." Elara listened carefully. Every word of Lyra's filled her with both caution and hope. Lyra led Elara through hidden passages, far from the guards. The walls were lined with strange devices, some glowing, some moving like living creatures, she explained. The aliens laugh at humans because they think we are stronger and smarter. They have never faced a species that can think differently, that can adapt quickly. Elara felt a thrill. This was exactly what humans could do, and she was ready to prove it. They reached a large chamber filled with holographic maps and machines. Lyra gestured to the displays. "These machines control much of the city. If you learn how to use even a small part, you could show the aliens that humans are not weak." Elara's mind raced, thinking of ways to use simple tools from her ship with the alien technology. She realized humans could surprise the aliens in ways they would never expect. But danger was never far. Lyra whispered, "The guards are searching for you, and they will not stop. You must act carefully, or everything could be lost." Elara nodded, determination shining in her eyes. She felt the first true connection to this alien world, and it gave her courage. Lyra smiled. "I will guide you, but you must make the choices. Your creativity and courage are what will prove your people's worth." Elara felt a surge of confidence. She was no longer just an explorer, she was a representative of humanity, carrying the hopes of Earth on her shoulders. Together, they devised a plan. Elara would test a small part of the alien technology. She would use her human ingenuity to make something the aliens could not predict. Lyra warned, "It will be risky, and the guards could appear at any moment." Elara nodded. "Then we do it quickly, and we do it smart," as they prepared. Elara felt a strange excitement. For the first time, she had an ally, someone who believed in her mission, and she could see the path to showing the aliens what humans were really capable of. The hidden dangers of the tower were still around them, but with Lyra's help, Alara felt she could face them. A distant alarm echoed softly, a reminder that time was running out. Alara took a deep breath, her hand hovering over a device she had modified. Lyra's eyes met hers. "Now, human, show them what you can do." Alara smiled, her heart racing. This was the moment where humans could finally prove their strength and creativity to the galaxy. Alara and Lyra moved quickly through the hidden corridors of the tower. The distant sounds of alarms and alien guards grew louder with each step. Alara could feel her heart pounding. This was the moment she had trained for. The moment humans could prove their worth. Lyra whispered, "The guards are close, but there is one device that can show them your creativity. Use it wisely, and they will see humans are not what they expected." Alara nodded, keeping her mind focused. She adjusted a small device she had brought from her ship and connected it to a strange alien machine. The machine hummed and flickered, and red lights on the walls shifted. Alara pressed a few buttons carefully, remembering everything Lyra had shown her. Suddenly, the device activated, sending out a wave of light and energy. The alien guards froze, their eyes widening in surprise. They had never seen anything like it. A simple human device creating effects they could not predict. Alara felt a thrill of excitement, but she did not stop. She used her quick thinking to move the device from one machine to another. Each new connection created patterns of light and motion. The guards stepped back, confused and cautious. Alara realized she had their attention. They were not attacking yet. They were watching, waiting to see what the humans would do next. Lyra whispered, "You are doing well, human. They can feel your intelligence and courage. Keep going, and you will show them what humans are capable of." Alara focused, combining her Earth tools with the alien technology. She made machines move in ways the aliens never imagined. Simple concepts, but clever and creative. She realized humans had a unique strength, the ability to adapt and think differently. The alien guards began to speak among themselves, their voices full of surprise and admiration. Alara smiled slightly, realizing that humans were starting to earn respect, but she knew the test was not over. The central machine in the chamber glowed brighter. It seemed to challenge her, to see if humans could truly master it. Alara moved closer, her hands steady. She connected her device one final time. The chamber exploded with light, a brilliant display of movement and energy. The guards watched silently, unable to interfere. For the first time, humans were not weak. They were clever and brave. Then a voice echoed through the chamber, calm but strong. "You have shown courage and intelligence. Human, your people are not what we believed." Alara turned, recognizing the voice of the alien council. They had come to see her test, and now they were impressed. Her heart raced, but she kept her composure. She had done it. Humans had proven that even small, simple tools could become powerful with the right mind. Lyra nodded at her, pride in her eyes. "You have shown them, human, what humans can do," she whispered. The alien guards stepped back, bowing slightly. Alara realized that fear and mockery had turned into respect. The aliens were starting to understand the potential of her species. She had passed the test, but she knew this was only the beginning. Humans could now claim a place in the galaxy, not as weak creatures, but as clever, brave beings. Alara looked at the glowing machines, feeling a mix of pride and excitement. She had taken the first step toward showing Earth's strength. The test was complete, but the adventure was far from over. The galaxy was watching, and humans were ready to rise. Alara stepped out of the central chamber. The glow from the machines behind her lit the hallway like a sunrise. She felt a strange mix of exhaustion and excitement. After the test, she knew the aliens were no longer mocking humans. The alien council gathered around, their tall forms bending slightly in respect. Alara held her head high, proud of what she had done. "You have shown courage, intelligence, and creativity, human," the leader said. "Your people are not what we believed. They are stronger than we imagined." Alara smiled, feeling the weight of her mission. All the laughter and mockery she had faced seemed far away now. She thought of Earth, of everyone who had believed in her. This victory was for them, for humanity, and for the future. Lyra stood beside her, her eyes shining with pride. "You did it, Alara," she said softly. "You have shown the galaxy what humans can do." Alara nodded, feeling a deep connection with this world and the alien who had trusted her. Outside, The city seemed different, as if it had changed with her success. The guards and citizens watched with curiosity instead of scorn. Alara realized that her small spacecraft and simple human tools had made a big impression. It was not the size of the weapon or the power of the machine that mattered. It was the mind behind it, the courage to act, and the creativity to think differently. The alien leader approached, placing a hand on a glowing console. "Humanity is welcome here," he said. "Your species has potential we cannot ignore. We wish to learn from you, and perhaps share knowledge in return." Alara's heart soared. This was more than she had hoped for. Earth's first explorer had not just survived, she had opened a door for all of humanity. Lyra led Alara to a quiet balcony overlooking the city. The alien skyline shimmered in blues and purples. Alara breathed deeply, feeling proud and small. At the same time, she had faced danger, fear, and doubt, and she had emerged victorious, showing what humans could do. The sun of this alien world began to rise, casting long shadows. Alara thought of the journey ahead, of the discoveries yet to come. Humans would be tested again. But now the galaxy had a new perspective. They would no longer be laughed at. They would be respected for their courage, their creativity, and their heart. Alara looked at Lyra and said, "This is only the beginning. Earth and humanity have so much to offer." Lyra nodded. "Yes, and together we can explore, learn, and grow." The alien city was no longer a place of mockery. It was a place of possibility. Alara felt hope and determination fill her. She knew the future was bright for humans. As she prepared to return to her spacecraft, she looked back one last time. The city was alive. The aliens now curious and respectful. Alara realized that bravery and cleverness could overcome any fear. The galaxy had laughed at humans before, but now it would watch them with respect. Her mission was complete. Humanity had triumphed. Alara stepped into her spacecraft. The engines hummed softly as she lifted off. She glanced down at the alien city shrinking below, and she smiled, knowing humans had proven their worth. The stars ahead were full of promise, and humanity was ready to shine.